Disney trip, or if I'm just not having a good day. One thing I love about park maps is how they are a free souvenir. Even if you know your way around the park, I think it's always fun to grab a map to bring back home with you to add to your Disney collection. I got this map on my most recent trip to Disney World in January of 2025. But before we dive in, I'd like to tell you about my deep, deep love for Epcot, which started back in the year 2004. That is when my family took our first trip to Walt Disney World, back in the good old days. We stayed at Disney's Beach Club Resort, which is right next door to Epcot, just outside of the International Gateway entrance. Between the UK and France pavilions. In fact, we stayed on the bottom floor and along the eastern edge of the building, so we had a very quick walk from our room to the International Gateway entrance. We visited during the month of October, so it was during Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. The Food and Wine Fest started in 1996, so it was during the 8th year of the fest. And this park map that I took this past January 2025 was during the International Festival of the Arts, which is a relatively new festival to Epcot. And that fest started in 2017. I have a tradition of going to Epcot on my first full day of a Disney World vacation. There's just something about it that I can't describe. Well, let's dive in. The magic of possibility. Fun for kids of all ages. Discover magical experiences for the whole family, included with theme park admission. Disney DuckTales World Showcase Adventure. Discover exciting mysteries with Scrooge McDuck using the Play Disney Parks mobile app. Visit disneyworld.com/play to begin. Play zones. Find these play areas for little ones to enjoy. Play zone in World Discovery. Space Base Playground at Mission Space. Bruce's Shark World at the Seas with Nemo and Friends. The Seas with Nemo and Friends. Sea fish, sharks, sea turtles, and more as you explore the 5.7 million gallon aquarium. Help Dory find her friends in a complimentary scavenger hunt. Have a question for a sea turtle. Enjoy a fun conversation in Turtle Talk with Crush. Character greetings. Meet some of your favorite Disney characters. Look for the Mickey Mouse symbol on the map for character greeting locations throughout the park. Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. Stroll along a self-guided outdoor trail where you can enjoy magical encounters with water and discover its playful personality. Kid Got Fun Stops, presented by Ziploc. Participate in a fun discovery experience collecting activity cards at each country throughout World Showcase. Look for the red K on the map for locations. Indoor theaters. Step inside to experience these 20-minute shows. Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. Awesome Planet. Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along. My Disney Experience app, presented by AT&T. Visit the My Disney Experience app to make the most of your day. Use the complimentary Disney Genie service to view the tip board with attraction wait times, show times, and more. Mobile order. Mobile order food and beverage in advance at quick service restaurants. Access mobile check-in or join a mobile walk-up list for table service restaurants. Use merchandise mobile checkout to scan merchandise as you shop and pay within the app at select stores. Look for these icons on the other side of this guide map for locations that offer these mobile services. And now, we open to the park map proper. I have always loved the artwork of the park maps. The maps have a very nice smell, too. If only there was such a thing as smell-o-vision through the internet. Let me start here on the far right. Personalized guest service. For assistance with the following, please see a guest experience or guest relations cast member. Personalized guest service. For assistance with the following, please see a guest experience team or guest relations cast member located throughout the park. General park information and recommendations. Lost guest assistance. assistance with Disney Genie service. If you are in need of the following, please visit a guest relations location. Services for guests with disabilities, ticket upgrades, lost and found. Submit a lost item report at disneyworld.com/lostandfound. Transportation. This is where it starts to get fun. Resort bus service is available from the main entrance to most Disney resort hotels, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Monorail transportation is available from the main entrance to Magic Kingdom Park and Magic Kingdom Resorts via transfer at the Transportation and Ticket Center. Friendship boat service is available from International Gateway to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot Resorts. Disney Skyliner is available from International Gateway with direct service to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort and Disney's Riviera Resort. Service to Disney's Pop Century Resort, Disney's Art of Animation Resort, and Disney's Hollywood Studios is available via transfer at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. Walking path is available from International Gateway to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot Resorts. Minivan connected by Lyft. Request a minivan through the Lyft app. Rideshare hosted by Lyft is available for all services from the main entrance. Payment options. Walt Disney World Resort accepts Disney Visa Card, Disney Rewards Redemption Card, Disney Gift Card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Diners Club, JCB, Traveler's Checks, and cash. So let me start here at the park's main entrance, which is actually on the north side of the park. As you can see here, with the north on the bottom of the compass. This whole area used to be known as Future World, and the other half of the park is World Showcase. What used to be called Future World is now split into World Nature, World Celebration, and World Discovery. Even though there are more to remember, I do like how each one starts with the word world now, instead of just World Showcase and then Future World. This has a nice ring to it, even if it is hard to get used to for long-time visitors. So, as we enter the main entrance, we approach Spaceship Earth, the icon of the park, the geodesic sphere that is so iconic. And probably the second most iconic thing associated with Disney World, right after Cinderella Castle. Well, before I get carried away, let's just start with the list. And so we can start up top in World Celebration, starting with the attractions. We have Spaceship Earth, which is within Epcot's iconic geodesic sphere. Explore the history of innovations from the Stone Age to the digital age. It is a nice, slow-moving attraction through time in the history of communication. It is known as a dark ride, and you travel in time machine vehicles. It is nice and leisurely, and one of my favorite things to do every time I'm in the park, at any time of day. It's an excellent place to take a break if you need to rest your feet, or if you're feeling a little bit too warm. It's always nice to go and travel through time in nice air conditioning. You can feel like the cavemen in the beginning scene of the attraction. But I digress. Number 2. Meet Mickey and Friends. That is, after you get past Spaceship Earth, you walk to the right, as you see here. Number 3, Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, which is up here, just past Imagination. Experience popular animated shorts in this 4D cinema attraction. Number 4, Journey into Imagination with Figment. Tour the Imagination Institute. The Imagination Pavilion is known for these glass pyramids. For dining in World Celebration, there is Connections Cafe. There's Connections Eatery. And there is Festival Favorites. For shopping, there is Pin Traders, Camera Center, Gateway Gifts, Club Cool, hosted by Coca-Cola, and Creations Shop. In World Discovery, which is on this side of the park, we have the attractions, starting with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Team up with the Guardians of the Galaxy on an intergalactic race through space and time. Mission Space. Experience NASA-style training with a simulated space launch. Expectant mothers should not ride. You have your choice between Green Mission, which is a less intense experience, or Orange Mission, for an intense journey, and the original mission, that is. Number 14 is Play Zone, closed temporarily for reimagination. Which was right here. And Test Track, presented by Chevrolet. For dining in World Discovery, there is Refreshment Station, hosted by Coca-Cola, which is open seasonally, which you will find right here. Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company, a fan favorite. Space 220 restaurant, including Space 220 lounge. And for shopping, there's Treasures of Xandar within Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And in World Nature, we have a number of attractions, including Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, which allows you to stroll along an interactive outdoor trail and explore the wonders of water. There is Awesome Planet, on-screen exploration of the dynamic story of Earth, which is within the Land Pavilion, as you see here. Soarin', a truly iconic and fan favorite attraction in Epcot and all of Walt Disney World. Soar high in the sky during a hang gliding flight. It really is fun for all ages. It can be thrilling, but it's not too scary. And for the most part, it is very relaxing. Living with the Land, also in the Land Pavilion, along with Soarin' and Awesome Planet. In Living with the Land, you travel through greenhouses to see innovative food growing techniques, among other things. That is a favorite of mine too. It is a very nice attraction to sit on because you ride in little boats and it is just so peaceful going through these greenhouses and these scenes. A scene that includes a house with a barking dog. Continuing on in world nature. Number 24, the Seas with Nemo and Friends attraction. Relive some of your favorite scenes from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo, which is right down here. Within that same building, you will find Turtle Talk with Crush. An engaging conversation with Crush, Dory, and some friends. Number 26 is Sea Base. Surround yourself with thousands of beautiful live fish, sharks, sea turtles, and more as you explore this 5.7 million gallon aquarium. Dining. Number 27, Sunshine Seasons. Number 28, Chippendale's Harvest Feast at Garden Grill Restaurant. And number 29, Coral Reef Restaurant. And believe it or not, that covers it for the first half of the park. Of course, there's the Odyssey that has multiple uses throughout the year for different uses and different festivals. Now, my truly favorite part of the park is the World Showcase, which is just hard to compete with how much they fit into it. I will tell you, when you look at it on a map, it doesn't seem that big. But walking from one section to another can easily take 3 or 4 times the amount of time you think it will take. When you walk from World Celebration to World Showcase, you are tasked with the choice of going left or right. I have 9 times out of 10 gone to the left to start with Mexico. Maybe because it's going clockwise, it just makes sense. But I've tried going counterclockwise, and it just doesn't have the same oomph. So, this is where there are pavilions representing different countries or regions around the world. And the countries or regions that are represented are Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Italy, America, Japan, Morocco, France, United Kingdom, and Canada. So, starting with attractions. Grand Fiesta Tour starring Grand Fiesta Tour starring the three caballeros. Discover the sights of Mexico and the antics of three feathered amigos on this boat ride, which is within the Mexico Pavilion's pyramid. Number 31, in Norway. Meet Anna and Elsa at Royal Summer House. Frozen Ever After. Sail through the fantastical world of Frozen. Over in China, one of my absolute favorites is the Reflections of China. Journey through ancient and modern China in this Circle Vision 360 film. America Gardens Theater, which is in the center of the entire World Showcase, Inner Lagoon, where musical acts perform. And within the American Pavilion is the American Adventure. Explore the past and future of America through film, music, and audio animatronics. And I will apologize in advance for any mispronunciations in this park map reading. But in the France Pavilion, there is the Palais du Cinema, featuring Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Sing along while enjoying a twist on this tale as old as time. And Impressions de France. Experience an enchanting showcase of France through film, which I finally just saw for the first time this past January. It was a wonderful time, especially after 12 hours of being on my feet. Behind that, in the France Pavilion, is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Join Remy on a 3D ride through the culinary world of Ratatouille. And in the Canada Pavilion, there is Canada Far and Wide in Circle Vision 360. Explore Canada in an Epcot Circle Vision 360 film. And then we move on to dining with the refreshment port. There's World Showcase, which is a very good pun, if you ask me. In Mexico, there is Choza de Margarita, La Cantina de San Angel, La Hacienda de San Angel, La Cava del Tequila, San Angel in Restaurante. I hope I pronounced everything correctly, or close enough. In Norway, there's the Kringla Bakeri Og Cafe, the Princess Storybook Dining at Akershus, Royal Banquet Hall, mobile dining reservation check-in only. In China, there's the Nine Dragons restaurant, the Lotus Blossom Cafe is the Biergarten restaurant and Sommerfest. In Italy, there's Tutto Italia Ristorante, Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar, Via Napoli Ristorante e Pizzeria, and Gelateria Toscana, which must be a gelato place. Maybe. The American Adventure, Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company, Fife and Drum Tavern, Regal Eagle Smokehouse, Craft Drafts and Barbecue, hosted by Coca-Cola, and Funnel Cake. In Japan, there's the Kabuki Cafe, Katsura Grill, Teppan Edo, Mobile Dining Reservation Check-in Only, Shikisai Sushi Izakaya, Mobile Dining Reservation Check-in Only, and Takumi Tai. In Morocco, there is the Spice Road Table and the Spice Road Table Bar. Why don't they have Restaurant Marrakesh on here? Maybe it's closed for refurbishment. In the France Pavilion, there is La Vigne des Chefs de France. There is also Chef de France, Monsieur Paul, L'Artisan de Glace, Les Halles, Boulangerie Patisserie, La Crêperie, La Crêperie de Paris. There's a good chance I butchered all of that. And if I did, I apologize. My family is German, not French. In the United Kingdom, there's a Yorkshire County Fish Shop, Rose and Crown Dining Room, and Rose and Crown Pub. In Canada, there is Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company, and Le Cellier Steakhouse. And for shopping, there's Port of Entry, Disney Traders, Caramel Couche, featuring Werther's Original Caramel, Art of Disney, La Signature, presented by Guillerine, World Traveler, The Tea Caddy, Northwest Mercantile, and of course we have the Legend, featuring all sorts of explainers for icons that might not be very visible on this map. Well, that is Epcot at a glance. I hope this brought you a little closer to Disney World. Whether you are missing Disney or you're just having a bad day, I hope this helped, and I hope you are able to make it back to Disney World soon. we can all do it. It may just take some time and saving, but we can all go back there someday soon, and I hope to see you there. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you again soon, fellow traveler.